So you said I got something in my bag?
Hey, bro, put the phone down.
Nah. You said take the stuff out the bag?
Put the phone down.
Can you just take your ID out?
Take your ID out, bro.
Take my ID out. Take the stuff out the bag. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Hey, bro, put your phone down.
I ain't gotta put my phone down, bro. You tree. Where can we take? When I grabbed out the bag first.
Yeah, I'm not in no questioning, just process what you're asking.
So you trying to say I stole something?
Son, just take the stuff out of that.
Alright.
And can you please,
You ready?
take the stuff out of that?
Look. My Nike Tech. Y'all don't sell those. My Balenciaga slides. Y'all don't sell those. Pretty sure y'all don't sell this. Wasn't even in that department. My headphones. My underwear, shirt. Y'all own this brand, y'all sell this brand. Y'all sell this brand right here. And toothbrush. See a toothbrush? Now what else? What else? What else? What else to take out the bag? Cause I'm finna get up and go. What else? Cause I'm finna go. Cause y'all just hold me here. What else? Exactly, lame ass. Look. I need my ID out of the way. That's it? Yeah. Exactly. See my
This video goes out to people with disability. Yesterday I went to the store. I pulled in handicap parking. I pulled my handicap tag out. And right when I'm about to get out of my car, this SUV pulled up behind me. And there's this white lady, and she's telling me, "You can't park there. That's for handicapped people. You can't park there. That's for people with disability." And you got to know what kind of person I am. I'm just like, girl, please. So I walked inside. I'm doing my shopping, and so I'm taking my time, and I see some friends in there, and I talk and stuff. So I get out, and there's 3 police cars behind my car and the lady. So I get out, and this police officer said, "Excuse me, sir, is this your car?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You supposed to have that tag in your car?" I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "That a legal tag." I said, "Officer, are you familiar with Section 504 of the federal law?" And he looked at me. He said, "Yeah." I said, "Because if you are familiar with that, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing." I said, "Can I talk to you in private, away from this lady?" He said, "Yes, sir." We go over and I tell him. I say, "Sir, I've had 2 heart failures. I had open heart surgery." And I raised up my shirt. I said, "This is an LVAD machine. This is electric heart that keeps me alive. And sometimes I have difficult walking. I get out of breath." And I said, "I want you to look at my left foot." I said, "I have a boot on because they're talking about amputating part of my foot." And the guy's like, He's like, sir, I'm so sorry. I said, no problem. I said, but I do not want you to tell that woman what my disabilities are and what, and why I have a handicap sticker. He said, sir, I totally understand. He said, but I got to tell you. And I told him, I said, well, I'm on a heart transplant list right now as we speak. And he said, I got to tell you, he said, you are the healthiest man I've ever seen in my life on the heart transplant list. He said, can I shake your hand? He shook my hand. And I, he asked me who I was. I told him, I'm Big Swole from No Limit Records. Hootie. So, I said, yeah, that's me. He said, man, I've been a fan of No Limit. Blah, blah. We started talking. He said, I want to say I'm sorry, sir. And I apologize. So we walked back over, and he tell his two partners, he said, come on, y'all, let's go. Everything's okay. So this lady is still yelling, I want to know his handicap. What is his disability? I want to know. And she says, I voted for Donald Trump, and I have the right to know. And the police officer said, ma'am, we don't care who you voted for. We cannot disclose his disability. I'm not leaving. I'm going to block him in, and I'm going to call for some more police. And the policeman told him, said, ma'am, move your car, or you're going to be arrested. They wound up arresting this woman because she refused to move her car, because she wanted to know what my disability was. She thought she had the right to know why I had a handicap sticker in my car, in my truck. And I told the policeman, do not tell that woman my information. I don't want her to know. People, our world's about to change. We went out here and we voted. And now we're getting what we're asking for. Things about to change. It's sad. I'm a taxpayer. I pay property taxes. I pay federal taxes. I pay state taxes. I pay tax in my community. And I should not be treated like that. I should not.
So all my young right? This ain't what's gonna have you turned up out here. This is what's gonna have you turned up out here. You see what I'm saying? Having this don't look sweeter than having this. This gonna get you further in life than this can get you. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can get both. But everybody got these. Everybody ain't got this though. You feel me? Listen, bro. I understand some people already got beef. Some people already got ops. It's already on the flow. But ball on them. They is ways to crush them without putting your life and your freedom in jeopardy. And I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know, man. You feel me? Get the money. Everybody doing this. Everybody doing that. Everybody can't do this.
Oh man, you just came from school. The giddy up, okay. Oh, what you got? What you got, Mom? Man, look, y'all get it up, y'all. Get it up for him, y'all. Don't play with that, bro. Yeah, don't give him that money, y'all. Give him that money. Don't play with him. That's big. The giddy up. Yeah, the giddy up.
If you're not happy, just leave. No, that's not how men are cut. Men are not women. We're natural fixers. We're built to provide. And a lot of times, y'all don't realize that the man is staying through all these things because he actually likes you for you. But a lot of times that seems to go over women's head. Things is not always about happiness. It's going to be ups and downs in a relationship. And a lot of men are cut for that, but a lot of women aren't. And that's the truth. People want to base everything off of happiness when happiness is an emotion. Happiness is not a foundation to base your relationship of. It's going to be ups and downs, guys. And a lot of men understand that. That's why they stick with you through the ups and downs. And damn, and that gets tossed in our face and we be like, damn, if you wasn't happy, you could have just up and left. But that's not how relationships are supposed to work. That's not how it's supposed to go. You're not supposed to just up and leave every time that you're unhappy. It's not going to work like that. If that's the case, you're going to have no solid relationships outside of dating, even friendships in life. Like, how are you going to perceive and pursue through anything that you go through if you just give up on every situation? A lot of times men are sticking through because they see the better half of you. They see the ambition. They see where you can get to. They see the potential a lot of times. That's why they stick it through. They're not just going to give up on you just because it's a hard time and a rough time, They just want you to be accountable, tweak this or tweak that. Not necessarily change you, but they see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's why a lot of men don't give up. That's why a lot of women end up leaving and choosing their happiness, because a lot of men will stick it through. They'll stick it through tough, teeth and nail, literally. But a lot of people don't understand that, bro. Men are built to provide. They built to stick it through. We built to love genuinely and unconditionally. That's why we stay, because we actually like y'all.
I want y'all to understand I had to list that obviously somebody in that room was not Black American, because the main one that was trying to give orders, that was telling the young black man, hey, we need to get an account for everything that's in your book bag. When he started taking everything out of his book bag, those two people got real silent. The white woman came in the room. The guy, who obviously has a very heavy accent, did not want to pay attention or even listen to the black guy after he started taking out some expensive things and things that were not being sold in that store, because he automatically knew that he was wrong. The other guy that was asking him for his ID, he didn't even want to look directly at the guy because he knew that he was wrong. They all knew it. So they chose to ignore it instead of trying to apologize and state that, what, we made a mistake. We're sorry for the inconvenience. We're sorry for stating something that was clearly false. This is clearly something that primarily Black Americans have to face all day long, even though if you were to look at the FBI stats, you know who the real thieves are when it comes to the United States, when it comes to the financial and the government system that we have that is set up. Like I said, go back and look at stories like Enron and many others where people were money laundering, where people were putting things into offshore accounts. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Go back and look at the Bernie Madoffs. But again, primarily Black Americans are the ones that get pinned with stealing. So right here we have a well-to-do elder Black man who was a part of music history. He was a part of No Limit. Everybody knows No Limit. I'm not going to say everybody. I'm going to say primarily in the Black community, people know who No Limit is, Master P and everybody else. And this brother obviously has been going through some hardships. He's been going through a lot of things medically. And you had a person that voted for Trump that decided to state that, oh, I voted for Trump, so that automatically gives me free reign to understand and know all of your information. So whatever I want to know or need to know, you're going to tell me because I voted for Trump and Trump is in office. So the police came by because this Trump supporter wanted to call the police because they felt that it was a wrong being done and they have the right as an American, as a voter for Trump, to do whatever it is that they need to do. And they were going to call the dogs directly on this black man. So this black man clearly spoke to one of the officers. He kept his composure throughout the whole thing, clearly explained everything that was going on. And the officer was like, you know what? Nothing needs to be done here. And that wasn't good enough for that Trump supporter. Was like, you know what? I called the wrong cops. I'm going to stay here and block him in. And I'm going to call some more cops so they will do my bidding and they will do what needs to be done, because this is unheard of. I can't believe you're doing this while we have Trump in office in 2024. That officer turned around and was like, you know what, ma'am? If you decide that you want to try to block him in and call more cops, we're just going to arrest you. She decided that she wanted to be arrested that day, and her car still got moved, and nothing was done about it. There you go. Again, shout out to those out there in 2024 that voted directly for Trump, because you are showing exactly who you are. And you've always been this way. You just needed a leader that will give you a little bit of a nudge, that will embolden you just enough to be who it is that you truly are. Shout out to Trump. Just want to give a shout out to T. Grizzley and everything that he has been doing so far. And I love the fact of how it is that he's been making money. He does still rap, but pretty much he doesn't have to rap because he can just sit back and he can stream. He found the cheat code. Number one, he's a celebrity that already built a status directly for himself. He has the money to also invest in the things that he needs to do. And number two, he's going to leverage that celebrity and the money that he's earned in order to sit back at home and just string and also make money off of a game that everybody likes to play. So for a lot of people that always wonder, yo, what's the code to making money online and this and that and the third, there's a lot of different codes directly out there.
It just depends on what avenue that you want to specifically go for. T. Grizzley for years has been showing people this even since the pandemic first hit. And he's been running Grand Theft Auto servers and making money directly off of those servers. I think somewhere in between 20 to 40K a month or something like that. Like some crazy numbers, right? That he's been pulling in monthly from just doing that off of Grand Theft Auto. The other thing that I want to give a shout out to is the fact of him trying to sway young dudes from, hey, it's cool to basically have this. Everybody got this, but nobody really has this, like the money that he's talking about. And it is true, because if everybody did have that money, then the types of videos that we would see online would be vastly different. People, in a sense, would be minding their own business to an extent. Not stating that this is a cure-all to end all things between black men. It's not, but it is a start to get the young dudes out here on a better path. And you already have other examples of young dudes on a better path. You got a Kai Cenat, you got Duke Dennis, and you got many others who are clearly leveraging their years of being online, and they've built a brand for themselves, and that brand is their face and their name, and they're able to leverage that in order to get brand deals or sponsorships or team ups or whatever it is that they need in order to pull more money into their pocket, so that they don't have to look specifically towards the street life or to sell drugs or anything like that. So again, some people may not fully agree with T. Grizzley and everything that he stated, but again, it's a start. As people are starting to sense what these videos are, it's pretty much all about black men, and it's a form of positivity, a form of something that is being done, people being proven that they are innocent, other people getting the justice that they deserve, other people, in a sense, trying to lead people to a better life. And this example here, where you got a young man that came from school, he got all his paperwork, and he's just putting it directly on the ground, like, hey, these are my accomplishments, this is what I've done. And he's just sitting back. You see him hyped up. He proud of himself, and you see all the other black men there. They're proud of him too, and they sitting up there throwing money directly down on all those accomplishments, because he deserves that. He deserves that. Some people are going to sit up there and say, I get it, but this is ignorant. We can do so much better. I ain't trying to look here. You got to meet a lot of these young kids exactly where they are, so they can get an understanding of what it is that you're stating by you using their language and their references in order to give them the positive attention, the acceptable attention that they need. And that's the main problem with a lot of the older generation out there. They don't want to do the necessary work in order to get in contact with, or in order to meet these young men or these young boys on a bridge. They don't want to meet in the middle, because too many of the older generation think that I've already established myself. I got this, I got that. You're going to come to me. I'm not coming to you. You're going to come to me when it deals with this information. And again, that's why a lot of the younger generation overlook or sidestep a lot of men in the older generation, because of that sense of entitlement, where they feel that everything should just be coming to them, versus them going out and just pulling out a hand and just trying to lift somebody up, just trying to dap somebody up real quick, something that's simple. But like I said, I'm proud of this whole thing, and I'm majorly proud of that young man and his accomplishment. Man is 100% correct. Just look at the divorce rates. Look at who is divorcing who at the highest rate, and to understand that some women are going to, oh, but what about the infidel? That's the only thing that women primarily only focus on and bring up. They're like, oh, the fidelity, as if every woman out here in existence is just always getting cheated on. That would, in a sense, mean that women are picking the same type and the wrong type of guys on purpose. But beyond the infidelity part, you have a lot of women that get divorced from guys due to incompatibility, because people just jump into things. You also have the fact of money, and money is a very large thing on top of communication. So adding all of that up, men would normally try to work through any difficult or hard situation. Even if a woman decided to cheat, even if she stepped out in the marriage, even if she had kids with another man, a guy, for whatever reason, we would try to work things out. We would try to make things better, right? Because again, we are fixers, we are builders, we are providers. If there's obviously a problem there, as a man, we're like, hey, we can sit up there and fix it. Bob the Builder. Anything is possible. We can sit up there and build the Eiffel Tower. We can build the Washington Monument. We can build the Brooklyn Bridge. We can put cables directly underwater that span the entire sea for connectivity across. If we can do all of that, we can obviously fix a relationship. And that's how guys think. We're not automatically going to run from something once it gets tough. Again, guys are not built that way. Women are, but guys are not built that way. We're built to be there and to try to figure something out. If we got to dig a tunnel underground, if we got to build a bridge directly over and around it, if we got to try to ferry our way through the waters, if we got to try to build an airplane in order to get over this mountain, we're going to get over this problem and see exactly what is on the other side. And as he stated before, the way that we are built, we accept women for who they are. It doesn't matter the flaws. It doesn't matter, what it is that they're lacking. We accept you for who you are because we also realize and see the potential that is there. And because we are fixers, we want to fix you so that you can make it to that perfection, to that potential of which we are able to see. A woman may slightly know her potential, but a guy can fully see it. He can see the diamond directly in the rough. He can see the gold that's in the mud, or the gold that's surrounded by the mountain, or that's encased, whatever it may be. A guy can directly see that. And because of that, that's the beauty that guys see within a woman. Again, that's something that a lot of women cannot even understand. Because again, the point of view from men in how we observe and how it is that we look at beauty versus whatever it is that women's point of view is, right? It's two vastly different things. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that was stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.